Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. You guys are about to witness the first can't stand up comedy routine ever. Congratulations. Actually, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, how I was injured, and of course, my best friend. And 5 years ago, the tender age of 23, I had a tragic accident that left me paralyzed from the neck down. I broke my neck at the C4, C5, and C6 level, and because of that, I have no sensation from my shoulders down. In fact, I can't feel my armpits. And as well as that, I only have use of my biceps and no triceps. And life with a spinal cord injury can be very challenging. Extremely challenging. In fact, in just about every aspect of my life, I need a helping hand in one form or another, whether it be eating food, getting dressed, showering, getting up out of bed, everything. I need a little bit of help with that. And when I broke my neck, not only did I lose the ability to do a lot of easy tasks, everyday tasks, I lost a lot of friends. It was kind of a lonely time for me. In fact, it's kind of a sad story, but when I broke my neck and I was in the hospital, one thing I was looking forward to was my girlfriend was talking, "Hey, don't worry, Travis. We'll get through this together. We'll do this." In about a month, she was planning on moving out here about a month after I got injured. And as the day came closer and closer, I started hearing from her less and less. And 5 days after she was supposed to be here, she changed her relationship status on Facebook to in a relationship, but with somebody else. And that was when I really hit rock bottom. I felt, oh, man, what am I going to do? And luckily, I had a helping hand. My new best friend came into my life. And I want to take that opportunity to introduce you guys to her. Everyone say, "Hello, Siggy."
Hello, Siggy.
Oh, she's a little shy. Stay a little softer with her. "Hello, Siggy." There she is. That's the party animal. And so, the first thing people often ask me about Siggy is, what does she do for you? And the answer is, she can do a lot. She's trained to do a series of complex tasks, such as open a water bottle, put a straw in it for me. But really, if the day goes well, I don't have to ask her to do anything. In fact, I just want her to be the happiest, healthiest monkey that she could be. But a year after I had her, I ran into a very precarious situation. In fact, that's when she really earned her keep. See, I had developed a pressure sore on my butt while I was in the hospital. And because of that, I ended up having to be in bed for quite some time. And when I finally got out of bed, and I was able to go in and hang out with the Sig Muffin, I was leaning back to do a press relief, and my chair malfunctioned. And because it malfunctioned, I couldn't lean back or move. It rendered me completely immobile. And so obviously I had to try and get help. So I tried to use my phone and call my sister. And when I hit my phone, it fell to the ground, fell in pieces. My battery went one way, the phone went another. And that's when I was really in trouble. Because as I tried to yell for help, my sister wasn't answering. There's no way she could hear me. And I knew that. I also knew that she wouldn't come looking for me for another 5 or 6 hours, because after all, I had just gotten in there to hang out with my little buddy. And so that's when Siggy just jumped into action. She jumped down, she grabbed my phone, she brought it up, she put it on my lap. I said, "All right, girl, let's get the battery now. Fetch." She jumped on down, she got the battery. She came back up, and she tried to put it in my hand. I moved my hand out of the way. She slipped it in the phone, and I was able to turn it on and give a call out to my friend to come down and tell my sister I needed help. And right then and there, I knew that all the hard work, that all the people at Helping Hand, it really paid off. And now Helping Hands, they started in 1979. Their mission was to raise and train capuchin monkeys to assist with people like me with spinal cords and other mobility impairments. And the goals of the program were to provide gifts of companionship, dignity, and most importantly, hope. And when I needed when I needed a boost most, I remember that day came when I found out that my girlfriend wasn't coming out, and I thought about the ultimate escape to life. And at the time, I had no use of my upper arms at all. I drove around with a chin joystick. I remember driving up to the canal where I'd spent many days as a child running around, swimming, fishing for crawdads. And I thought, what's stopping me? Why don't I just drive off in here and just end it all? What's the point? And that's when I remembered about that seed that was planted in my head way back when I was in the hospital. That idea that there's things like Siggy out there that, life may be worth living for. And obviously I considered all the love and support that all the people had shown me when my accident happened. But that wasn't enough. And the thought of Siggy in those darkest times illuminated a pathway to a more fulfilling life. And without that thought was what made me back away from the edge. And it gave me the strength to work through my issues and face my challenges. And over time, it took me another 4 years to make that happen. In order to make that happen, I had to get X, Y, and Z together. I had to get my life back in order. I had to have an environment that's conducive to having a monkey helper. And fortunately, after 4 years, I saw my opportunity and I jumped at it. And sure enough, I got the house. I moved out of my parents' house and now support myself with the help of my wonderful sister, Stacy. And it's changed my life. I'm a very happy person. And over time, I found that the happiest people in the world don't have the best of everything. The happiest people in the world make the best of everything. And now, people would often say at the beginning, they would say, don't let the wheelchair define you. And it sounded good and all, but, if I were to rob a bank tomorrow and the cops came over and talked to the witnesses and asked, well, hey, what does he look like? Well, they'd probably say, well, he was in a wheelchair. And so, with that being said, I think George R.R. Martin said it best. He said, never forget what you are, for the world will surely not. Make it your strength, then it can never be your weakness. Armor yourself in it, and it can never be used to hurt you. And so here I am sharing my story. I did forget to tell you how it happened, but I'll share that with you now. Actually, I was out drinking with some buddies. I had walked. Oh, excuse me, spasm. I was trying to be a responsible adult. Left my truck at home, and on the way back home, a guy bet me 2 beef jerkies that I couldn't climb this building. And I said, I'll take that bet. Why not? A little drunken munchies, why not? And sure enough, I climbed to the top of that building. And once I got there, I said, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, wait some more. And so on the way back down, I slipped, fell, straight onto my neck. And in that moment, my reality and all those around me changed forever. Can you imagine the call my parents got at 1 in the morning? This is Amick. Sorry to inform you, but your son's been in a terrible accident. And to my parents' credit, they're incredible human beings on many levels. My father, Philip Amick, and my mother, Debbie Amick. My dad quit his job. My mom, she worked. She started picking up overtime shifts. In fact, there'd be times where she would work 5 16-hour shifts in a row, all to take care of me. And I felt guilty about it. But at the end of the day, all that love and support showed me that there was value to my life. And I can't thank them all enough. But now that I have Siggy, I realize that dream, and I can't be happier. I'm happy too. I mean, I get to hang out with a monkey all day long, right? How cool is that? And so, with that being said, I already used up the good quotes, man. Got nothing to close with now. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys inviting me out here and sharing my story. And I hope that you guys will go check out the video online that they made of us at helpinghands.org. Go check it out.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
We actually have a special surprise for you guys. We brought out, all the way from Boston, the trainer and program director of Helping Hands. So come on out, Megan. So we just want to ask like 2 quick questions about this because it's super cool. So how long does it take to train one of these Helping Hands monkeys?
Typically, once the monkeys come to training in Boston, it takes about 3 to 5 years to train each monkey. And all monkeys are different, just like everybody in this room. So we really tailor the monkeys' training to their own individual learning styles. Yeah. Siggy is particularly bright and motivated, like Trav.
Yeah, I heard there is like that Siggy was special in one way. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, Siggy is special in a number of different ways. We're not supposed to have favorite monkeys around Helping Hands, but some of us think Siggy's pretty awesome. But she's a survivor, just like Trav. She actually had a bout with breast cancer, had a tumor that we removed with our awesome veterinarians, and she's been cancer-free now for over 10 years, so she's doing great.
That's super awesome. Well, everyone give a round of applause once again for Travis and Megan.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.